Hi guys, I'm Ember. Thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with another collective tarot reading and it's timeless. So when it found you, it's meant for you. I am going to read the cards and get into what I'm seeing, which is really big. And I'm also going to put a link in the description box if you want to skip me reading the cards. Okay, let's get started. We have Metamorphosis, the Destroyer, Gnosis, the Cave, Follow the Leader, the Enchanter, Deception and Trickery, Rest, and Wizard of Awareness. Okay, so you are going through a very, very pivotal time. My guides are telling me that you're going through a very challenging, stretching, like I'm seeing them stretch you almost. You may feel stretched thin. I feel like you are the caterpillar in the cocoon, and you are gestating and dissolving all of yourself. And it really feels like to me this is like an ego, the ego's like falling apart in some way, and it's in a good way. It's just very painful when that happens. We have the Destroyer. You could be feeling like you have to end things. You have to end things that are not serving you. You have to destroy and take apart things within you, and within and on the outside of you as well. Like some of you may be taking apart a relationship, a job, a identity. I'm hearing crisis of faith in some way for some of you, but that's not for all of you. You're in a time where things are crumbling, or you are meant to take down things that are crumbling. I'm seeing the Tower now. So it may feel intense, it may feel challenging, it may feel difficult to move through. But we also have Gnosis in the Cave. So this is you going deeply within. I see you getting really connected to yourself on a deeper level that you have never gotten to before. And this Gnosis card is about touching the unseen, being able to see things that are not there. It says the job description is knowing what you're not supposed to know, and being okay with like answering unknowable questions in some way. But it's like being mystical, or the High Priestess, being able to see unseen patterns. There's a feeling of resonance, like you figured something out, or you were touched by the divine in some way that really honed your focus, or you figured something out. Like you were given a sign or a confirmation, or you felt spirit with you, or there's something very big that happened. I'm seeing that I'm just seeing focused you, that helped you, like I'm almost getting like this feeling of like, wow, this is real. Like there's an awe, there's an inspiration, there's a coming alive of your soul in a different way than you've ever experienced. And it's because you are willing and open-minded to the signs that you're getting. To you may have not been before too. I am for some of you felt like, or I'm feeling for some of you that you may not have been open to that kind of stuff before, which is totally normal. Like I wasn't either, to be fair with you. And now I'm like, yeah, everything. I'm like I really believe in it. And so I kind of feel like you could have had an experience that really like honed this for you, or I don't know if it was recent, but it feels big. Whatever this is, it's like you got a message from spirit. You're being called forward to rise into being a leader. You're being called to take something down that's been a staple in your life, that feels familiar to you but is no longer serving you. You are doing the deep work and being willing to let go of what's not serving you, and that is bringing you into a higher state of awareness, a higher state of consciousness. And the Cave is really reminding me of the Hermit, and it's like seeking the light within. So you could be getting connected to your soul more. You could be getting connected to your guides more. You could be being called into I keep hearing it, getting called into a leadership role of some type. And it's through rest that this is happening. It's like by finding the peace within yourself, you are finding a better ability to recognize what's real and what's not real. And I think that this deception and trickery, you could have been in a place where you were thinking you weren't good enough, or being hard on yourself, or not believing in something. There's something about like not believing in something that was in front of you. Or you are dealing with people that are in deception and trickery, and you are now rising to a higher state of consciousness, and now you are no longer in alignment, but you're also able to see. I think you've been able to see for a while if you are dealing with someone like that, because whoever I'm channeling is extremely intuitive. Spirit is really proud of you and wants to recognize your growth. This is huge growth. the destroyer gnosis in the cave is like really deep, intense healing work, really deep, intense psychological work. You may have been getting more into your mind. Maybe you've been getting more into your emotions. Maybe you've been feeling a lot, like, and releasing. I'm seeing like such a release of your energy. There's a purity that's coming through here that was not there before, and it's really beautiful. And again, you may also be finding better role models or different people that you want to emulate, or there's someone you might have been following as a leader, or you are becoming leader that someone's following, is what I'm seeing. Okay, I want to get into the tarot. This is really big. You want these or these? You want these, of course. I'm like, Spirit like loves this deck. I'm like, okay. I think it's because I have 2 6 of Wands in here, honestly. Some of you may be feeling stuck in the mind over a certain structure you have, or a certain relationship you have, or a certain job. It's a structure. It's 4 of Wands. You may be feeling trapped in some way by this structure, or even a mindset around this structure I'm seeing. And you are looking at how to gain. I'm seeing it again. Gain a higher perspective. Following your heart more, being more in tune with what's around you in a listening type of way, being very connected to your spirit guides or to the universe or whatever it is that you believe in. It feels like more to me, though. It doesn't feel like something that's small. It feels super big to me. But this destroyer card is always to me like, wow, this is so big what you're going through. You may be going through a sudden shift, a huge ending, an unexpected ending, a painful ending, an intense ending, anything where you are taking apart or having it taken apart for you. But it is for your highest good. It is for your higher consciousness. It's to help you grow and to help you evolve. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yes, you're loving yourself. I like this. You're giving to yourself what you've never given to yourself before. And it could be in the form of compassion, empathy, non-judgment, openness, willingness, curiosity. It also could be in the form of you letting your guides show up for you more, like engaging in maybe more Reiki healing, or engaging in energetic healing of some type. Or you may have someone helping you energetically heal, is what I'm seeing. Your high priestess is wanting you to hold back on something. So your intuition is telling you to hold back on something. What is that? What is your intuition telling you to hold back on? That's interesting. You feel not called to give your energy as much to somewhere. Yeah, you're making a judgment call. Yeah. You're making a judgment call. It's like I'm seeing you evaluating your relationships, evaluating your job, evaluating your career. I'm seeing an overall evaluation of all areas of your life, and you're seeing like, okay, where do I need to make a judgment call on what is not giving to me what I need, and what is dragging me down. I'm seeing a dragging down of your energy. So you're being called to hold back on some relationships that are hurting you or causing you pain in some way, because it's messing with your mind. I'm definitely seeing it. Yeah. It's messing with your mind. It's causing you pain. Some people that you're attached to may be causing you pain, and you're making a judgment call. You also are reevaluating maybe your pain in general. Like, where did it come from? How is it showing up? How is the patterns of your behavior showing it? How, like you're really like, I'm seeing you really get focused and like clear, very clear on like what's going on. Maybe for the first time in a long time. I feel you coming out of like the cave mode. So I'm feeling you come and rise out of that. Okay, 3 of Swords. Death. Yeah, you're going through a transformation. That's what I was saying. Like a huge one. Around relationships. Yeah. There's a relationship that's undergoing a transformation right now. Yep. And you know this. You have an awareness. There's a really deep awareness that's happening for you. I am just like so... It feels really good though. Like it feels really good that you're coming to this awareness. I mean, it may hurt. I'm not saying, because we have the 3 of Swords. Of course, it's hurting, and there's a transformation in the way that you're thinking, or the way that you're feeling, or how you approach your emotions, or how you approach spirituality, or how you approach psychology, even, or how you approach other people. Like there is a very big shift, and it's like I'm seeing you rise into a higher consciousness, behaviorally too. It's not just in your mind. You might have been in your mind there for a while, some of you, but I'm seeing a behavioral shift that is, it's because you're healing something within you that was dark. I'm seeing a darkness there that was painful. Yeah, okay, so you may have been looking into deep betrayal. Again, this is like that ending. Some of you have a marriage falling apart, or a marriage ending, or you're deciding not to engage with a romantic relationship. Some of you, others of you are ending a job. Others of you are reevaluating the type of people you have in your life, and if they're bringing you any kind of real, authentic, meaningful connection. Yeah. Yeah, the Hangman, I was saying you're trying to gain a new higher perspective, but I feel like you've gained this. You're gaining it right now. So if you feel like you're lost still, there's a lot of pain here. So you're moving through this time and transition of pain to get to the sun, to realize what's going on, to have a just really deep clarifying understanding of this. It's like I'm seeing peace finally come to you because you're finally figuring something out. It's like you're finally seeing it in the way that it's supposed to be seen. You're finally seeing how much pain you're in, how much pain this has caused you, how much pain this person has caused you, this job has caused you, this situation has caused you. You are meeting yourself, I think, for the very first time in a way that is very different than the way you have before. Again, I'm just seeing it so much, and it's been a long process of you trying to stand your ground and to continue. I think you've had to be very resilient and very forward thinking, very vision oriented. I'm seeing you really connect with the universe here, just in general, to gain a higher perspective. The Chariot, it's like I'm seeing you get creative with the way that you're doing things. The Chariot, yeah, you're moving forward even though you feel sad. Yeah, see, this is ending. This is what I was saying. You may have been feeling stuck in the mind, but it was like this, so it's almost in reverse. So our mind is going to tell us things that are not true, and I think you're realizing that. You're having an awareness of like, wow, maybe my mind is like not right about this. Maybe I'm like thinking about this wrong, or maybe I'm seeing it from a lens that is wounded and not from a lens that is clear. And whatever consciousness you're gaining, the higher consciousness that's happening, your soul, I feel like your soul's becoming more online, or you're integrating with your soul more because you may be clearing out old pain. And because you're doing that, you're rising to a higher consciousness to see I'm seeing you looking down at your thoughts and being very aware of how you're thinking. And by being very aware of how you're thinking, you're creating this separation from your mind, which in that space, in that separation, in that space, that's where creativity happens. That's where hope happens. That's where inspiration happens. That's where you meet your guides. That's where you get connected to the unseen world. That's where you get connected to your spirituality. It's really big. Like, this is really big. Okay, anything else? The Emperor. Yeah, and this is helping you stand in your power. You're taking control of your life in a big way and starting a new beginning. Yes, it's like I'm seeing you completely let go of the past and totally step into a new opportunity. You have a beautiful opportunity. I see Spirit offering you something to help you get through this. I'm seeing Spirit offer you multiple things too, not just one. Yes, your intuition's here. There's your High Priestess. Okay, what's a High Priestess? Yeah, you're getting connected to unseen worlds like the High Priestess. And it's helping you grow emotionally. It's helping you feel more soothed, more at peace. And it's helping you work through the confusion. It's like you were given a math problem, and how am I supposed to explain this? How do you want me to say this? You were given a math problem, and the math problem is wrong, and you're thinking it's right? Like, this is your brain, right? You get given a math problem. It's not the right way to even ask it's not even the right formula, right? And that was creating confusion because you're like, okay, this is the normal formula I usually deal with this in, or this is how I usually do this, or this is how I usually get out of this, or this is how I usually work in my life. This is how I usually go about things, and you know what I mean? And you're realizing that maybe that's not the truth, that the formula that you were given or the program that you were given is faulty. And that is creating this beautiful, like you're now, because you don't have the answer right in front of you. This is helping you get connected to your intuition in a new way, because you're having to I'm seeing you with a blindfold and walking and not knowing where you're going. And it's like, you have to go by the signs and the synchronicities and the universe and the divine timing. And you have to like really feel your way through this. And that is enhancing your intuition, but it's also enhancing other spiritual gifts. I'm seeing guides wanting to come in and work with you. Some of you have guides that are trying to work with you. And it's just, so Spirit guides want to say, being open to guides working with you is the first step, and being willing to be open to what they're saying is part of the next step. We have the Knight of Wands. You're feeling excited about this new chapter. I'm feeling you feeling hope again. Yeah, and hope again, maybe about somebody else or a different relationship or a better relationship, a better job, a better romantic relationship. I'm seeing you. Yes. There's something you're sparked by. I'm seeing a spark. I'm seeing your fire got lit by somebody or something. You're getting really inspired to go after something, and you're still collecting information though. That's okay. You're still looking at this. You're still trying to make sure that you're being logical, and you're not in delusion. But I don't see that you are in delusion at all. We'd have the Seven of Swords here, and we did have deception and trickery. But I feel like that was more about like your doubt and your worthlessness, or it's about somebody else's. You know what I mean? Somebody else's like deception and trickery towards you. Okay, I want to get advice. Do you want these ones or those ones? These ones again. Okay. What's the advice? The Moon sideways. So continue to look at to continue to go within, continue to get connected to your heart, get connected to your subconscious, and that is by going within. I'm seeing you meditating. Keep going within. Your moon is there's things that are coming up from your subconscious. So if you're feeling like, so I was getting this message from my guides that we are in a time of like the walls within our like the walls, the programs that we've had like in our brains taught by conditioning is like literally being removed by our guides and by other beings on this earth that are helping us rise into a higher form of consciousness. And so since that's happening, I am seeing, what am I saying? You might be experiencing, okay, skin issues, acne more, especially if you're especially if you're connected with like being very connected to spirituality, that could be happening more because there's stagnant energy in the earth that is coming up to be released through you, especially through souls that are able to kind of transmute easier than other souls. So you may be experiencing that, but more than that, you are having these programs are falling down within you, and it takes work to do that. Okay, like I've seen you working at this for a while, trying to reprogram yourself, rewire your brain, get out of trauma responses, meet yourself when you're triggered, find compassion for yourself. I'm seeing all that happen. Now, so if you're experiencing, like, if one day you're like, oh my God, I feel so great, and then the next day you're having all these like programs of doubt and worthlessness, becoming more, or becoming like extra triggered, or like there's more of it in your mind, it's because I'm seeing a sediment rise from the bottom and being released into the universe. So it's coming up for you to see, to recognize, to validate, and then to release. I'm seeing you do a huge release here. It's a huge release. Yeah, and you're moving to calmer waters. This is trying to get to a better place within yourself first. And when you get to a better place within you, that is when I'm hearing magic happens. That is when you find joy, you find aliveness. I'm seeing you get really, really connected with yourself in a way that you haven't before, and it is bringing on so much healing. And I think that your spirit guides are wanting you to keep going. Don't give up, obviously, but it's almost like I feel like you're meant to lead something, or you're meant to teach something, or you're meant to change something really big. You've had a quite challenging path, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. And to have faith. I think Spirit's asking for a lot of trust right now in this, and I think that's really hard to do. Especially just being a human is really hard to have faith, like especially in things that we cannot see or cannot prove. So you are growing in your abundance because you're having faith and trust in yourself and your guides and the universe to show up for you. And you're being given new energy. Again, I'm saying the energy thing's a thing. There's success happening success is coming in for you. You're just going through a recalibration right now of your mind, of your emotions, of your body, of the programs that are wanting to fall within you so that you can rise and be more of your authentic self and create more meaning and abundance for yourself. This is a huge thing that you're doing. This is so much growth I'm seeing, and so much determination to be resilient and to heal yourself. And that is so hard to do. Like, I can't even tell you. It is so hard to do, and you are doing it. And I think that you're gonna have so much gratefulness for yourself because you moved through this in the way that you did, and to not judge yourself where you are right now, and that you are on the right path, and that this is to help you rise into having a better experience here on earth, to rise to being able to create more for yourself, to create a legacy for yourself that you feel really proud of. And I'm really proud of you, and your guides are really proud of you for where you're at. And yeah, this is huge. So you're doing great. Take your time. You may be experiencing that flush of sediment that's coming up. So if you have programs of doubt and worthlessness or fear or sadness coming up extra, or coming up more, you're having issues with skin, like, just realize there's a lot of energy that's being cleared from the earth right now, and in us, and for a reason, because we are meant to rise into a better and more aligned place on earth, a more connected. The division and fear and corruption that is happening right now is unacceptable. And so our guides are asking us to rise, to be able to create a better earth, a better society for us to be able to function in better, because the way it's going now, it's unacceptable. The guides are like, it's unacceptable. It's been this way for too long. You're boxed in. You are not able to you're boxed in by this, like, this is the one way you're supposed to do things, and this is the way you're supposed to learn it, and there's nothing else out there. It's just science and just, you know, what you can see. And our guides are calling us to see the unseen, to show up in love towards other people, to connect, to grow as a community, to find better solutions that are actually healthy for the whole, instead of healthy for just, like, you know, the upper rich people. Okay. Yeah, so keep going. You're doing great. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time.